Okay. Before I introduce Mr. Atkins, who is one of the representatives and one of the people who work in ASAP, okay, since we are a language program, I'd like to give you a little bit of information maybe you didn't have before today. All right? It's about the word ASAP, but I'm going to give you examples of other words that are similar to ASAP that you're familiar with. Okay? Starting at the bottom, you know the word clip, right? Is clip a word all by itself, or does it come from something else? Okay, raise your hand if you know where the word clip comes from. Raise your hand if you can tell me what it is. Okay, raise your hand and then tell everybody. Hold on, I'm coming up. You're going to tell us what clip is from, okay?
CUNY language emergency program.
Okay, you're almost right. It's not an emergency yet, honey. CUNY language, what's the I? Immersion program, very good. Let's get all those words up on the board. I think I like emergency sometimes, though. Come on. And then there's the word CUNY. There's the word CUNY. Is CUNY all by itself a word, or did it need other words to make CUNY? Who knows what CUNY is? Who's going to tell me? Who's going to get their 2 seconds of fame today? Okay. What does CUNY mean?
City University, New York.
That's right. The City University of the great state and city of New York. Okay? We need CUNY to form CLIP, and within CUNY, we have something else called ASAP. Okay, ASAP. Somebody told me this morning it means as soon as possible. That person is not wrong. It often means as soon as possible. When your teacher tells you, I need this assignment ASAP, or somebody says, I need you to get here right now, ASAP. It's very important, okay? But if you look at your papers, you'll see that ASAP also means something else, okay? You don't have papers? Anthony's class didn't have papers. I'll give you some in a second to share. People who have papers, what does it mean here at CUNY? Accelerated, that means faster. Study, you know what study means. In associate programs, okay? One last thing before Mr. Atkins tells us all about ASAP is that these three words, ASAP, CUNY, and CLIP, belong to a family of words called, they have a special name. When you have a word that's made from the first letters of other words, what is that called? I expect to see some hands from the class I talked to this morning. It's not cheating. What kind of words are these? Okay, we'll go back. I don't want to take any more time from Mr. Atkins, but we'll go back, see if you remember what it is, the family of words that needs letters from other words to make the word, like clip. Okay? Mr. Atkins.
Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me this way? Can everybody in the back hear me as well? Oh, cool. Oh, no, that can't work that way. My name is Stephen Atkins. I'm the Career and Employment Specialist for the program called Accelerated Studies and Associates Program. So actually the student who said as soon as possible was actually correct with that, in the sense that our program is looking to get you graduated out of Queensboro, if this is the school you're coming to, within a 2-3 year period. Okay, that may sound a little strange because it's a 2-year college. The reason the program was put together in the first place is because students were taking 4 and 5 years, and sometimes 6, to accomplish a 2-year degree or associate's degree. So back in 2007, some individuals got together and thought of something that could potentially help students to accelerate their abilities to be able to graduate with an associate's degree, and hence the Accelerated Studies and Associates Program came to light, also known as ASAP. The program, for the most part, is a program that provides intense academic as well as career development support. A little bit different than, and from a sense, everything is kind of built in within our program. So you're able to get academic support from the student managers, who you primarily work with quite often in regards to your academic pursuits, because you're here actually to get your degree. So you encounter them and engage with them much more. But the other side of the coin is that you have an opportunity to get career development services, which is part of what I do. So I'm going to give you a little basic makeup of what the program is all about and how it may be able to help you. Now, first of all, I want to share with you that we look for students who are serious about their education. And I may not have been probably the best representative to talk to you today, because I'm very passionate and very serious about what it is that I do, as well as students who come into the program. If you're serious about your education, you're looking to graduate, move on to a senior college, and excel, our program is potentially an excellent start for you if you qualify. So I'm going to go through a little bit of the qualifications with you. The first thing I want to share with you is that everyone needs, to be qualified, you have to be a New York City resident, one of the 5 boroughs. So if you live in Nassau or Suffolk County, from a geographical standpoint, you would not qualify for our program. You have to have been within the 5 boroughs of New York City and have lived there for at least 1 year. Okay. If you're coming into the school this coming fall semester, that's when we will be looking to recruit our students. We have about 350 positions coming up for the academic year of fall and spring. So the information that you're getting today, you may want to be mindful and keep it, in your head, because we recruit early, and once those spots are filled, we're not going to be able to help you. Okay. We also look for students that are going to be responsible in following up on the information that's provided to them. I'm going to pull the website up so that I can also talk with you about how you can come to the information sessions that we have beginning actually this month. I also want to point out that March 19th, if you're up on this campus on March 19th, we're having an open house, ASAP Open House Day, March 19th. All day will be only ASAP. There'll be an open house for ASAP. So if you want to come up, if you were here, you have an opportunity at that point in time to get further information or ask questions about the program, okay? So give me 1 second when we're trying to pull this up. Okay, so as you can see here, we're going to talk about the eligibility requirements. As I already mentioned, a New York City resident, okay? New York City, not New York State, because Nassau and Suffolk are part of New York State, but not part of New York City, okay? You agree to be a full-time student every semester carrying a minimum of 12 credits per semester, okay? If you, let's say hypothetically, you don't come in during our next recruitment and you want to come in the following fall, you can have no more than 15 credits at that time. So let's say, for instance, you came in the fall rather, and you took 12 credits, and there's a full 12 credits. I'll get into the basic skill needs in a minute. But let's say you took 12 credits next fall, and the following semester you're going to take another 12. At the end of that semester, you'll have 24 credits. At that point, you would not be eligible for our program, okay? So if you're looking to, after I talk with you a little bit about this program, if you're interested in doing so, you're going to want to take advantage and opportunity to definitely come to the information sessions, okay? Be fully skill proficient or have up to 2 developmental need course needs based on the CUNY assessment. Okay, each of you guys, I don't know if you've taken your assessments yet. If you have, then you have an idea as to what your basic skill needs may be. Okay, if you math, reading, and writing. Okay, if you have 2 needs, they could be math and reading or math and writing. They cannot be reading and writing. If you didn't get that, if you came in and we looked at your test scores, then we'll be able to tell you at that point. But it could be a combination of writing and math, or reading and math, or math by itself, reading by itself, or writing by itself. Okay, so you can only have up to 2. I know it may be confusing, but you know it gets broken down a lot simpler once we have opportunity to speak with you. If you, or no one here will be a continuing transfer student, I'm assuming, correct? Okay. In the event, however, that you may be, no more than 15 college credits can have been attained by the time you come into our program. Now let's talk about the things that may be of benefit to you. So our program, in order to help students, but outside of providing them the academic and career development support, we also provide financial support to students. One of those ways that we do that is it's very important that you apply for your financial aid. That is your TAP. That is for your TAP as well as for your Pell Grant, okay? They have time frames on that, and you want to do that as soon as possible in order to get back your results as to how much financial aid you may qualify for. For our program, you have to qualify for financial aid. Now, some students in here, when they file, they may get a full benefits package of Pell and TAP. That's fine. Some of you may not. In the event you do not get a full financial aid package that's going to cover your tuition, books, and so forth, our program is going to be of great benefit to you, okay? If you come up, let's say the tuition is $1,750 for the semester, and you get financial aid, it's going to be $1,000. That means $750 would have to come out of pocket to pay the difference. Our program will pay the difference. You will not owe us any money. You will not have to return that $750, but you do have to comply with our program. That's remaining a full-time student, and you're going to agree to graduate from Queensborough and from the ASAP program. Okay? So financial aid or financial assistance is a part of what we offer to our students. Let's say you also, your financial aid under normal circumstances, you got a full package of financial aid. The difference from your tuition would then now have to go to your books. Okay, that's not the case with our program. Our program will give you the use of your textbooks throughout the entire semester that you're with us. Now, we'll cover you up to 3 years maximum to graduate. We encourage students to try to get through a 2-year track if at all possible, and usually that can be done because we also provide assistance in regards to your summer and or winter courses. Under normal circumstances, financial aid would not cover that. Our program will be able to provide you the opportunity to go to classes during the winter session as well as the summer session. That's part of where the acceleration part comes from, okay? Now, as far as the majors we take every major that the campus offers except for 2. Nursing, and reason being is because there's, first of all, getting into that program it's a challenging program to get into. And there's also other criteria that would not allow us to be able to make sure that you graduated within a 2 to 3 year time frame. So nursing is one of those programs that we cannot support, unfortunately, as well as education. And we're talking about early childhood education. If you're looking at secondary education, that's a different track, and that's something that we can support. But early childhood education is not a program that we can support, Okay, again, for similar reasons that we have with nursing, okay? Any questions so far? Everybody understood everything that I said? Because I'm confused a little bit right now. And I'm telling you about it, and I work for the program. So no, everyone is clear about what I'm talking about. Yes. I'm sorry? Absolutely. The components of the program will, if you have no remedial needs, well, developmental or basic skill needs, and you're coming in straight for full credit classes, then the potential exists. If you can carry the load, then you absolutely can. But under normal circumstances, you would want to do it within a 2-year time frame. But if you want to do it in a year and a half, the things are in place for you to be able to do that. Again, because we offer the winter and summer opportunities for students, the ability to graduate in less than 2 years can exist. It would be kind of tough, I will tell you that much, but it is doable, okay? Any other questions at this point? Hi. Absolutely. You said financial aid in there, right? As long as you've applied for and you're receiving financial aid, you have the ability to be in our program. As I said, the biggest thing that that you may encounter in regards to our program is the basic needs part of it. If there are basic needs, it's a lot more it's complicated to some degree. But if you came to one of our information sessions or even came to the open house and your basic skill test needs are already done, we will be able to take a look at that time and be able to determine whether or not you qualify. Because we take the upper end of the basic needs. So I don't know the numbers because I'm not the academic person, but there's, let's say, Math 1 and Math 2. Okay, we take Math 2. So if you're Math 1, that's not something we can help you with. But if you took Math 1 over the summer and moved it to Math 2, then that's something that we can help you with. Okay? Same thing with reading. If you did reading 1 or writing 1, that's not the reading or writing that we look for. We look for you to be at the higher tier of the basic skills. Okay? It's kind of interesting. It's like a captive audience, and y'all like so quiet. That's such a wonderful thing sometimes. But again, just let me just kind of like recap again. Basically, our program could be of great benefit to you. Under most circumstances, we have like a 50% graduation rate throughout CUNY within this program. This program is at the 6 community colleges within CUNY. Again, we're looking to get students who are very, very dedicated and committed to being able to do what they need to do in regards to their academic needs, but also there are some things. Now, be mindful. I said to you that we're going to be able to provide you, financial assistance. We're going to be able to give you books, the use of books. But the only thing I didn't share with you is that if transportation may be a potential issue for you, we also provide a third benefit, and that is Metro cards to get you back and forth to school. Okay? So besides the tuition assistance, the book stipend, we also provide you Metro cards to get you back and forth to school. Now, these are considered benefits. Does anyone here do any chores at home, and at the end of that week they may, get, a stipend, let's say some money, because you did some chores at home? Does anybody do chores anymore? Wow, you'll just get free rides. All right, well, when I was growing up, you had to do chores to earn some money if you were not working. The benefits that you receive, though you don't have to pay back anything, you do have to do things to be able to receive them. You just can't roll in and and think it's the word I'm looking for is that because we tell you you're going to get your Metro card, that you think you can, not do some of the other things that we have within our program, that you can just get it or you're entitled to it. there are things within our program in order, part of what we do to help you get out of school within a 2 to 3 year time frame is because there are certain things within our program that students must do. Now, this program is not for everyone, even if you qualify, because if you don't have the ability or the willingness to do some of the things that are required for your success, then this program is not going to be the one for you. So if you're only going to come in from the standpoint of getting the free Metro card, you get the financial assistance, and you get the books, you're going to be a little bit disappointed somewhere down the line because you're not entitled to those things per se. There are benefits that we do provide to students, but there are things that you need to do as well. You got to go to class. You got to do the work you need to do. You need to maintain the 2.0 GPA, which is what the school requires, and we don't require anything higher than that. But it's important that if you have developmental needs or basic skill needs, there's going to be some tutoring involved, okay? Because we don't want you staying in a basic skill class for your entire time that you're with Queensborough. So there's going to be some things that you're going to be required to do. There's also, besides meeting with your student manager on a regular basis, you'll also be meeting with myself. Part of my responsibility to you is to help you understand what you're going to be walking out to once you graduate. Your academic success is completely dependent upon the work that you do. Your career development success is also dependent upon the things that you do. So do not come into college, and this is kind of going off base of the ASAP program, but do not come into college thinking that once you get your degree, that someone owes you a job. There's things that you're going to have to do to prepare yourself to get that job, to make that degree work for you. The degree doesn't entitle you to a job. There's things you have to do to position yourself for the opportunity, for the reason that you came to get this degree in the first place. That's part of what I'm going to do to help you with that. So again, I'm going to let you know that we have that open house on March the 19th, and we're starting our information sessions, which are mandatory to attend. You have to come to an information session in order to get further information about our program and also to find a little bit more whether or not you will qualify. So I'm going to show you how to go to this website to, again, review it, and then you can also RSVP and find out where what times and days our information sessions are, okay? So from the homepage, which is www.qcc.cuny.edu, at the end of that, you would just type ASAP, ASAP, and it'll bring you to our page. You see this button right here, RSVP for information sessions. You click on that button, fill your name in, all your information and so forth, and it's going to give you 3 dates availability each time. So as you see, the first one on this one is March 27th, next one is March 28th, and then the next one is April 2nd, okay? So we're going to be starting our information sessions during the spring break time that the school is going to be on spring break. So if you fill this out and you will come to the information session, LB14 is the building right behind this one in the basement, LB14. So if you fill this out, we're going to know you're coming. So we're going to look for you to come. We're going to provide you the information that you need further about our program. And if there's other documentation and so forth that you may need to bring, we'll make you aware of that. And as long as you do what you need to do in regards to following that information up, you want to do it as soon as possible, okay? ASAP, because again, if you drag your heels on information we may need and so forth, you're jeopardizing a position that you may want to have, and because you didn't take care of the responsibilities, you may lose it. And that's happened many times. I've been here 3 years, and we've had students come, because they didn't do what they need to do, start crying. Well, I need the program. Well, so you got to understand, if you need something, then you need to do something about it. You can't sit back and wait for things to happen. You have to be proactive and make sure that what you need to have is available to us in order for us to help you and make determination of your eligibility, but also to help you excel and be able to graduate and move on from here to your senior college. That kind of covers it for me in regards to the Accelerated Studies and Associate Program. I hope I gave you enough information that you can determine whether or not you're going to come to, let's say, our open house on March the 19th, or you're going to come or you're going to go online and RSVP for an information session. Please do not come into our office just asking us random questions. We're in L Library Building, room 116. Sign up for an information session. Don't come into our office wanting us to give you an information session when you have the opportunity to sign up for one and get all of the information instead of maybe getting piecemeal, Okay, we are currently in the semester, which means we're meeting students all day. So your line to get information for us will be through the information session. Come to the open house on March 19th or sign up for an information session. You'll get everything that you need to have, and also for us to make sure we determine your eligibility. Do I have any questions from anybody? Did I give you enough information to kind of work from? Got a hand in the back? Good question. ASAP is only within the 2-year community colleges. So the 6 community colleges here, Kingsborough, Borough Manhattan, Hostos, Bronx Community, and LaGuardia. Those are the 6 communities colleges. ASAP is only within those particular programs. Once you graduate from one of those schools and move on to your 4-year, ASAP is not at the senior college. It's only at the community colleges. There's a hand in the back. Okay, use your outdoor voice. With the open house? Where is the open house? You would come to the library building, room 116. And you'll probably see things going on within the campus, signs and so forth about our open house. But if you come to the library building, room 116, if there's anything specific going on at the time, we'll be able to tell you that. It starts, I believe, at 10 a.m. It's going to go on throughout the course of the day. Okay? Any other questions? Well, again, I hope I gave you enough information, but again, in order for you to really get further information, you can go onto the website. You can RSVP for an information session, or again, you can come to our open house, which is going to be March the 19th. And again, we're in room L116. And I look forward to hopefully seeing some of you guys, out there, or even coming to some of the information sessions. I thank you very much for your time. I wish you success in all your future endeavors, and God bless you and good night.
Okay, that was an awful lot of information, but it's valuable information. If you are considering going to the open house or you want more information about ASAP, I have brochures back in the lab, and I will also speak to Marianne or myself before you decide you're going over there. We'll give you a little bit more information, and we'll also check on your scores and make sure that you're close enough to the end of your clip time that going to the open house or an information session this semester is a good thing. You should find out anyway. We also have at least one of our student helpers who is in the ASAP program now, and he'd love to tell you how much he loves ASAP. So we have another person also not here today who is very familiar with ASAP, actually I think 2 of them, who you can get more information from, okay? And at this point, I'd like to introduce Ms. Krstin Nicholls. Krstin is the coordinator for the Liberal Arts Freshman Academy. Every major and every section of the college has a freshman academy, and all of you who stay here at QCC for your freshman and first and second years of college, and maybe third years of college, will be freshmen at some point, and you will be talking to your freshman academy coordinators.
Hi, good morning. Can everyone hear me? Fantastic. Good morning. My name, as Caroline said, is Krstin Nicholls, and I'm one of the freshman coordinators for the Liberal Arts Academy. I'm asking Caroline to pass something out really quickly to you guys. It's just a listing of all of the freshman academies here at Queensborough, our office locations, the coordinator for each academy, phone number, email, all the information you need for each academy. Now let me just explain really quickly to you what the academies are. Basically, freshman advisement at Queensborough is broken up based on a student's major. We have academies for students interested in business, students interested in science, technology, engineering, and math, and that academy encompasses people that are interested in going into medicine, pharmacy, veterinary science, things like that. We have an academy specific for health-related sciences, so if you're interested in nursing or environmental health or physician's assistant, health-related sciences is the academy designated for that. If you're a person that's interested in art, painting, drawing, graphic design, music production, music engineering, then you would be in the Academy for Visual and Performing Arts. We have a criminal justice program here that is designed for you to complete 2 years here at Queensborough and then transfer to John Jay College in Manhattan to receive your bachelor's in criminal justice, if that's something you're interested in. Criminal justice, a lot of people get into that if they want to become a police officer, probation officer. Some people use it to try to get into criminal law. So if those are things you're interested in, the Criminal Justice Academy is for you. The other academy we have is for education. And the Education Academy is designated for students that want to study early childhood education and go on to Queens College and get their bachelor's degree. Now, early childhood education, let me just distinguish, is for people who want to study education in grades 1 through 6. If you want to go high school, middle school, grades 7 through 12, then you would be actually a part of the Liberal Arts Academy. Why? Because the program that is designated for early childhood education is specifically for that. If you want to go into secondary education, the way you usually do that is you major in a subject matter, like let's say you want to be an English teacher. You major in English, and then when you get to your four-year school, you'll take more of the education classes that will lead you towards getting your certification in English education, for example. So, that's a quick breakdown of the academies and all of the majors that we offer. Does anybody have any questions thus far? Yes. Which one? The early childhood? Which education? Are you looking to do grades 1 through 6 or grades 7 through 12? Which one? Elementary school, then you would be part of the Education Academy. You would take the series of courses here and then transfer to Queens College in Flushing to complete your bachelor's degree. Okay? Any other questions? No? Okay, great. Because I just talked a lot, so I just want to make sure that everybody understood what I said. And if I'm talking too fast, please say so, because I have a tendency to do that. I'm a New Yorker after all. Okay, very good, thank you. Okay, so what do the freshman academies do? Essentially, after you complete your program in CLIP, your CLIP coordinators will direct you to your freshman academy to make an appointment to be advised and registered. And basically what happens is that you come in, you sit down with us, you talk a little bit about your major, we look at your placement test scores, see where you place with the reading, writing, and the math, and from there we determine what classes you need to go into. Many of you may not have a major declared, or perhaps when you first applied to QCC, before you entered CLIP, you put down a major on your application, but you've decided that you want to change that. Let's say you said you wanted to do liberal arts, and you come in and you say, you know what, I think I want to be a business major. Then we would sit down with you, change your major, we would go through all of the courses required for that program, and we would register you for classes that are appropriate to that program. And like I said before, that's all based on your placement tests. So I believe you guys should be coming to us possibly in May or June. I'm not 100% sure when you guys will be finished with CLIP and will be coming into us, but you will be coming into us to be advised and registered for classes here at QCC as a full-fledged QCC college student. You'll no longer be a part of CLIP, you'll be part of the freshman academy that your major is located in. And you'll be a part of that freshman academy for your first 2 semesters. So when it comes to advisement, registration, changing your major, choosing summer classes or winter classes, you need help with tutoring, financial aid, anything like that, your freshman academy is your go-to place. If you're having problems with a class, with a professor, with anything at all, even if it's a personal problem, your freshman coordinator is the person to go to. Many times you don't know about a lot of resources that are available, but your freshman coordinator does. And if you don't tell us, we can't help you. We're here to help you. So even though our primary role is advising you and registering you for your classes, we are also here to help you with other things. So once you become a part of a freshman academy, please, please, please stay in contact with your freshman coordinator and reach out to that person as often as you need to. One of the other things the freshman coordinators do is we kind of keep tabs on you during your first 2 semesters here at Queensborough. There's a program here called Early Alert, and basically what that program does is it allows professors to let us know that you're struggling or having an issue in a class. That allows us to reach out to you and just try to help you not fail, because we want to see you succeed. Everybody here at QCC wants to see you succeed. We want to see you graduate and move on and get good grades. And so this Early Alert program allows us to hear from your professors about how you're doing. And if you're not doing so well, it gives us an opportunity to reach out to you and, direct you to tutoring or whatever it is you need to succeed in that class. And it's a really great program. I think all the freshman coordinators enjoy what that program does because it helps so many students come from getting an F or a D+, which are horrible, horrible grades, to getting a B or a C, which is so much better. So your freshman coordinator is really the person that's there to watch over you and guide you through your first 2 semesters. So that's basically an overview of what we do on the more serious side. On the more fun side, the freshman academies have events every semester geared towards first and second semester students. Each academy has its own series of events. The Business Academy does events about entrepreneurship and finding internships within the business field if that's something you're interested in. Criminal Justice does a lot of psychology and forensic psychology events if that's something that you're interested in. Many of our academies do events throughout the semester. Before I leave today, I'm going to pass out a flyer to you for one of the Liberal Arts Academy events. We're going to be having a career conversations program next Monday from 12 to 2. And basically we will have a teacher and 2 other professionals come in and talk about their journey as liberal arts majors and how it brought them to the career they're in now. These events are very important because they help you to frame what you might want to do, because we understand that when you first come into college, you don't really have the best conception of what you want to do, and that's totally fine. You're young. Nobody expects you to have it all together and all figured out. To be honest, I'm still figuring it out. So I don't expect you to come to me completely like, yes, this is what I want to do, because you will change your mind many times, you will change your major many times, and that's completely fine. But the Career Conversations event, I think, is going to be a great one because we have a variety of different professionals coming in, and it's a good way to kind of get a firsthand view of something you might be interested in. We will also be doing this semester in April a multilingual poetry event. I don't know if any of you have had a chance to attend one before, but it's fantastic. It's usually in this room, and we have people come in and read poetry in different languages: French, Spanish, Mandarin, Italian. It's beautiful. So if you guys can make it out to these events, it's a great way to enrich what you're learning in the classroom. That's pretty much it for what I had to say. Does anybody have any questions? Yay, nay? Does everybody understand? Was I clear? Yes. Yes. Okay. Well, it depends on the courses she took as an education major. Education is a little bit more specific than most of our majors. But let's say, for example, she decided she wanted to do education. We gave her English, sociology, Math 10, which is a remedial math, and let me think, one other course. A history course, like an American history course. If she took that set of courses her first semester and decided to switch to liberal arts, math, and science, she'd be perfectly fine because English 101 is required. She needs to complete that remedial math regardless of whatever major she's in. The math major also requires you complete a history course. What was the other one I said? Sociology. Math also requires that you complete a social science, which sociology would fall under. So I think if And I'll say this is, a general answer to this question. If you come into us and you're listed as education, but you're not, or some other major, and you're not 100% sure that you want to stick to that, make that known to your freshman coordinator so we can try to give you a schedule of classes that is transferable to more things. Because we don't want to give you a bunch of stuff and then you go over another semester and none of the classes from the semester before counted. So if you're unsure about something, please let us know. Because a lot of students come into the liberal arts office and they're thinking of business sometimes, but they're not 100% sure. So what we like to do is give them a mix of classes that count for liberal arts if they decide to change to liberal arts, or count for business if they decide that's the route they want to go. So make that clear to your freshman coordinator when you come in so we don't give you a bunch of classes that only count towards this major, but if you decide to go another way, they don't. Now, that's not to say that it's a guarantee that every single class you take will transfer from major to major, but I would like to say that we do try our best to make sure that we avoid as many pitfalls like that as possible. Any other questions? No? Okay, well, thank you so much for taking the time to listen to me, and I hope to see you all in the fall. One more thing, I'm sorry. I wanted to show you guys how to get to the Freshman Academy page just in case you wanted to check us out. And you would go to the QCC homepage, you would click on academics, and as soon as it loads, and then you would go here to Freshman Academies, and you'll be able to see all the academies listed. You'll see the freshman coordinators. You'll see the courses that we're offering as part of our freshman academies. And so it'll just help you be a little more familiar with who your freshman coordinators are. Here we all are. So you can go on the QCC website and just learn a little bit more about what the freshman academies are all about. Thank you.
Okay, the reason not everyone got this is I don't have enough for everyone in the room right now. I'll have more copies, and they will be on top of the file cabinet in the lab. So when you take your lab time today or tomorrow, take a copy of this and ASAP and the very colorful Career Conversations flyer from the Freshman Academies, okay? Thank you very much, and I guess we're going back to classes. Leela's class, I'll see you back in the lab.